Welcome to TRS Clips. It's for all you guys whose attention spans are reduced because of short form content. This is the highlights channel. Enjoy the video and make sure you consume a bunch of highlights. Binge watch TRS Clips. I think we left off at the point where Aurangzeb has just noticed Chhattrapati Shivaji Maharaj now.
Yes.
What happens from there?
Then, Bacha Aurangzeb is a very upset man now. Now he really does not want the Marathas to exist. There is the rise of the Marathas must not take place. So he chooses his most trusted man, who is Shaista Khan, a very intelligent man who is also an architect. He chooses him as a Subedar of the Deccan and sends him to Aurangabad.
With the pure intention of actually taking out Shirvai.
Taking on the Marathas, yes.
Okay.
Taking on Shirvai. He wants to destroy Shirvai. So
What is parallelly happening in the Maratha Empire at this? Can you call it the Maratha Empire?
no,
It's
just a budding Swaraj. It's a small territory.
small territory,
It's
but
not empire.
are Maharashtrians all over Maharashtra getting attracted towards the philosophy by this point?
No, just Shirvai's territory is just near Pune, around Pune, Valley of Jauli and parts of Konkan.
Okay.
Okay, and of course now parts of Adil Shahi also. They have few forts in the Adil Shahi terrain that is important is Panala and Vishalgarh.
Gotcha.
So now you have to find out when Shaista Khan comes. He is a Subedar of Madhya Pradesh actually, today's Madhya Pradesh. Then it was called, which I don't remember exactly. But he comes to Maharashtra, he comes to Pune with 100,000 soldiers. Some of them is cavalry, some are foot soldiers, and some are artillerymen. And his wives, his concubines, and his children, everybody in that cavalcade. So what is his intention is he knows he cannot fight Shivrai in the mountains. So what is he going to do? He is very clear about it. He takes this cavalcade and plogs through the terrain of Shivrai, destroying villages after villages after villages.
To pull them out of the mountains.
No. He wants to just destroy the territory, which is known as war of attrition. So he comes and he comes with all his people, and if there are 100,000 men and people, women, there are 100,000 animals. So imagine the destruction of the territory. Animals are eating all the greens. So everything is denuded. All the trees are gone. And can you believe what smell they must be leaving behind? Using, they have to defecate. Droppings, animal droppings and human droppings. So they destroy the territory, and Shivrai by now has shifted his family to a fort called Rajgarh near Pune. So that is his family base now. He is run away. He has taken his family and gone because plains are too dangerous. The Mughals are all over. And what does Shaista Khan do? Lal Mahal, which was the small tiny palace of Shivrai, Shaista Khan goes and parks there. Okay, in Pune. He takes the downstairs, upstairs, the courtyard. And around him is a small little sleepy town of Pune. And around Pune is the huge military camp. It's like python swallowing a small prey. Yeah, so he comes there. Now, he lives there for almost 2 years, destroying. He sends his squadrons all over the place to kill villagers, loot, bring in the slaves. And there are many entries to that camp, military camp. So, there were no biometrics. Na? So, it was difficult for those people also to know who is the enemy entering and who is the enemy going. If any Maratha spy is entering. By then, there is Shivrai has developed a huge spy network. Okay. And many of his spies are working in the camp, Mughal camp, as masseurs, as postmen, as servants, as cleaners, his. So Shivrai knows about the camp very well.
Where is he at this point?
Is Rajgarh.
Which is modern day?
Rajgarh.
Okay, it's Raj.
Known as Rajgarh.
Is it
It's
near?
a fort.
Is it
It's
near
Pune?
Okay, and
Near Pune. It's a very, it's very treacherous fort to climb.
gotcha. So it's a
It's
safe place for him and his
Safe
family.
place for he and his family. And he has now acquired many forts, at least several forts. Like he has about 23 plus 12. How many that would be?
35.
35 forts, 35 forts he has. So this Shaista Khan comes and parks himself, and war of attrition starts, and destruction of Shivrai's territory starts. So then Shivrai has to think out of the box, something different. So they said, we cannot, and what Shaista Khan does, he never walks out of that house. He's safe in that house. So you cannot catch him outside anywhere. So then Shivrai says that we have to go into that house and attack him. Now many people say, how can he, this is very bad. Enemy is sleeping. You cannot act, it is against the rule of war. You cannot attack a person who is most vulnerable in his house. My answer to these critics is that was Shivrai's house in the first place, which was occupied by Shaista Khan. So I ask the people, if somebody comes and occupies your house, you are going to use any method to drive him or her out. I have done myself that thing, I've gone, that kind of things happen. And Shivrai was trying to drive out the enemy from his own house. So that's the famous attack on Shaista Khan, you see, in the midnight attack. When Shaista Khan was attacked, but not killed, only his fingers are lost. Because Shivrai and his people, he takes his childhood friends with him at that time, because they had played hide and seek in that house. They know everything about that house. And how they enter the camp, how they enter the house. It itself is a very interesting part of the story. And in one of my books, Challenging Destiny, I have compared Shivrai's midnight attack on Shaista Khan with Neptune Star operation, where Osama bin Laden was killed.
Was supposedly killed.
Both hid behind their wives, and both lost their first son in that. Here Shaista Khan as well as Osama bin Laden. Actually, we don't know. It was a water grave for him. Yeah. Allegedly killed. Okay. So when Shaista Khan is now Jaswant Singh Rathod is another person who is been posted in the Deccan that time, and
By the Mughals.
By the Mughals, and he is near Kondana Fort. His camp. So what Shaista Khan does, he finds Jaswant Singh Rathod as scapegoat. He said, you only provided information to Shivrai, and you allowed his people to come in the camp, and you are the traitor. Like that. But Aurangzeb gets so fed up that Shaista Khan is posted to Bengal. And Aurangzeb says, please don't see my face again.
Ever?
Okay, ever. So he's posted there.
But what happens to him? He dies eventually?
No, he does a lot of good work in Bengal. Architecture, he becomes very famous there.
Okay.
And then he dies a natural death.
Okay.
That's okay. But what happens now, whom to send to? Shivrai does not trust Jaswant Singh Rathod, because he had become a traitor and joined Shah Shuja in a war of succession.
That was the video for today. Make sure you hit like, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with your friends. TRS Clips will be back soon.